Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. And hello there Lorenzo. Bloody hell, you are always on the mark, my dude. Okay, so we are back once more with the Empire of Japan. Now, I did a test game as Germany to sort of learn some of the ropes, and I've learned a little bit. It more so about the intricacies of the trade system. It's a very, very nice system. I do like it. Now, we need to start selling steel so we can actually afford to buy things. We're not doing bad in terms of budget. It's not too bad at all, actually, but I could do a building up a large budget, well, large surplus, which ideally would service through the later years. So at the moment we have no corruption. Our policies are fairly decent. Demographics increase in tax. Financial. Okay. Working on these technologies at the moment. I do hope that the sound is loud enough. I had somebody request me to turn it down a little bit, so we'll see how we get on. If the sound could do with being a bit louder, do be sure to tell me. So our taxation level is about 35% at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase that by about 2% to 37, increase revenue slightly, so then I can start putting it into other programs. So I can increase the population growth rate, which would be very, very nice. Though I'm going to go for the research rate, which is a huge expenditure on the budget. Huge, huge expenditure. But the reason for that is so we can actually gain the research success rate increases slightly, which is very, very good. Okay. So like trade agreements at the moment, we are selling steel to the Italians, we're buying oil from the Germans, which is good. I can actually lower the amount of oil bought so we can reduce the amount of outgoing. Let's see, revise the deal. There we go, that should be fine. I suppose I probably do want to have some more oil. Then again, actually... Yeah, we'll buy more oil then. If I can buy whatever they have, that'd be the best idea. Okay. Though I do need some shipping capacity. Right, 32 should be fine. I was going to up the volume just a little bit. It's very, very quiet for myself. That should be alright. What difference does it make here? Let's take a look. So compressed terrain. Let's take a look at it uncompressed. Can't really tell much of a difference. Okay. Right, so currently we're sending in a large amount of aid to Manchukuo, which is fine. In reality, if I decide to, I could always annex this, so all the investment we're putting into this is fine. I can always gain it back quite easily. I'm happy to have them look after themselves for the moment in time, just so it gives me a little bit more to do. A little bit more control over the rest of the Empire. So the moment we're producing a decent amount of arms, we're losing some fuel though. So we need to start producing a little bit more. Okay. Refineries. I'm actually going to switch that out for carriers due to the fact that they do take a long time to build. Then again, that is really going to hurt us. So I think, let's see. I'll go with more shipping capacity at the moment. Right, more steel. Steel we're doing okay on, so what I can do here is I can change it over so we can start producing a little bit more money. Then again, I could always start producing rail capacity. I think rail capacity is going to be required in the future. Actually, I need a bit more steel there. There we go. Balances the amounts. Now, producing mountain infantry and infantry cavalry. Okay. After these, I'm going to produce marines. I'm going to need those. Okay. So now, what we need to do is we need to start producing... Well, we need to start constructing some research centers. And ideally... something that's going to help out. I mean, agriculture... Well, the amount of food we have is diminishing, so we need to increase that as the demand will increase over time. So we're going to start building some canneries. Right, that'd be built faster, but I imagine this one's better. So we'll build cannery there. University. university. If I can build universities, I shall. Right, research center. Then again, let's see. This is in Korea, so let's see. Probably something a little bit more frontline is going to be required in Korea. Let's see. And motorworks training camp. I'd say another motorworks as well, because then we can at least make some decent cash from it. Right. Refineries are going to be very handy to have. We'll go with a cannery. We're going to need more food. How to... Right, yeah. War's relatively simple. The vast majority of this game is in this economic and just the actual systems for governance, which is really cool. Right. We'll go with a mechanized mill. Tooling plant. Okay. Fishery there in Port Arthur. Then again, I'll go with dockyard. Hospital here. Research center. I do need more food though. Definitely need more food. And barracks. Shanghai. And training camp there. We need to be able to produce units. Right, cannery. And fishery. Okay, so that's going to be a big burden on the budget for a while. I do need more coal. So, in reality, let's take a look here. So, building aircraft parts here. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to start switching over to bombers. Then again, light bombers are a little bit cheaper. Right. Bugger, might as well go for the heavy bombers. They'll come in handy at some point, I'd imagine. We could start to produce some howitzers. Yeah, we're gonna need artillery. Okay, so we are losing out on cash here at the moment, but that's not too bad. I can manage that for a while. Okay, so producing arms here. We're gonna need arms. Okay. Infrastructure projects. Ooh, yes. Mechanized farming here. I'm just going to build mechanized farming just as much as possible, because at the end of the day we're going to need these farms. We need to be self-sufficient as much as possible. And the rail density would be something I'd love to upgrade to. Right, I need more fuel now. But that's fine. I can produce more fuel in time. Or, actually, I'll cancel that project just so we're not using more than we are producing. So at least we'll be producing more food in time. Now, I'm going to need more coal. Right. The Rhineland is selling, but we can't trade with them. So we're going to automatically buy, if possible. I'll put up the units to about 200. So if we can buy it, we will. Same for metal. Buy only. I could sell a little bit of steel. Right, put 10 units of steel on the market. There we go. That should do. Obviously, demand for coal and everything is increasing at the moment due to the weather we're moving around. Now, let's take a look at our international trade routes. So at the moment, we're trading with Germany, Italy. Basically about it at the moment. We have trade access only with these few nations here. Let's see, could I gain trade access with the... Right, we don't even have diplomatic... now we do have diplomatic relations with the Republic of China. So let's see. I could well, I could try for a... No, okay, so reject that, that's fine. Let's approach the French. I'd love to try and gain trade access through the French territories. This treaty allows nations to move trade through each other's territory. The agreement creates a closer relationship between two nations. It can also provide a more secure trade path by avoiding enemy interdictions. They accept. Okay, fantastic. So now we have an agreement with France. Now if I can get one with the UK and the Americans, I'd be very happy. Awesome. At least now we can access through the Panama Canal. And the Americans... Awesome. Right, that should make it much easier for trade to reach us. See, at the moment, our trade route is going through all of this, and that's not very good. So I'd like to see it in the future change, and especially like this way. So we're going this way through to Italy, we're going that way through to Germany. So with the Trade Access Treaty, we should now see it in the future change to go through the Suez Canal, which is going to shorten things considerably. If we can access Spain too. Right, okay. Let's get access from Spain, and then we should be able to go through Gibraltar as well. Okay, and I'll get one from Panama. Well, we do have the Panama Canal with the United States, so that's good then. That's very good. I'll get trade access from Italy and Germany, and Austria too if necessary. Here we go. Lovely. Awesome. That's what I'm going to need. So, we have access with these different nations. That'll work out just fine. Ideally, they go through the Suez Canal. So, we'll see in the future. Okay. So, we are preparing for war with China. I'd love to be able to blitz them and take over China so we can create our puppet state over there, which would be very good for us. So at the moment we're working on defense industries. I think what I'm going to do instead is work on the motored boats. The reason being, well, let's see, forges and fly testing, meat packing, slaughterhouse too. Yeah, we're going to go with that so I can increase the amount of fisheries I have, which would be good. I mean, the reason we want those is obviously more food the better. If we can feed our nation, we'll have a good advantage. Or at least have a food surplus. Okay, German troops have crushed the Rhine. In clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles, the German army has ordered their military into the Rhineland. German leadership claims the move was a defensive response to Anti-German Franco-Soviet pact. The Allied powers are obligated to enforce the Treaty of Versailles. There you go, they gained a decent amount there. Okay, so we're exporting metals. East Herpé is exporting metals to us. That's good. You can see here we're producing quite a bit of fuel now. It's these that we need to sort out. Let's see. Resources. I need to expand output everywhere. And if so, prospect too. Let's see. So these would be the places best for farming. Okay. Can do a building density up over in Manchuria. I think what we'll do then is, let's see. If I can build up the density of rail over here, that would be very good. Obviously, we're going to have to be able to afford these things, but we'll try and make it work. Right, so we'll build up. Oh, that's open field farming, low rail density. Just working on Fortress at the moment. Right, okay, so I don't have control over their territory. That's fine, that's fine. We do have this state over here. They are independent for the time being. Okie dokie. So we're losing cash, but I mean, we're producing more steel, so let's increase the amount of steel we're exporting. And there we go. Issue is, not many people are selling coal. Nobody's selling metal. A lot of people are selling steel, though. And you can see here the demand and supply rate are wildly different. There we go. Okay, Germany asserts power. German control of the Rhineland will allow them to rebuild their western defences and take full advantage of the productive capability in the regional industries. Italian Abyssinia was founded by the Kingdom of Italy. Right. Okay, at least we're gaining some oil. Selling a bit more steel. That's good. Steel demand has gone up, so we'll have to cancel those trades at some point in the future if we can't sustain it. Alright. Is that... I'm not able to move? I guess I might not have the... infrastructure in place. That's interesting to know. Or it may be that I don't have any rail capacity or road capacity. So let's see. So right now I really don't have much. I don't have any road capacity, so I could do with buying some of that. We're producing rail capacity, which is good, but we're going to need rail and road. So let's take a look at road. Can I buy some road capacity? Right, nobody's selling it at the moment. Okay. Let's see. Diplomatic maps. So we have no relations with these nations over here. Let's establish some relations. Here we go. Yunnan province. Right, they're too far away to care about, really. Right, nation's influence. So we say have good influence in these regions over here. We should probably start trying to build up influence with the Kingdom of Siam. That'd be quite good. We have some influence over here. Some influence in Brazil, actually, which is rather interesting. A little bit in Mexico. But Brazil would be a very good partner. Let's give them some financial aid. So every turn we'll offer them 10 gold. There we go. And I'll do the same with Siam. There you go, the reasoning is to build up relations. Okay. So let's check on our trade. Has it changed to reflect the new trade access? Right, it has not at the moment. Okay, fair enough. I'd imagine in future take advantage of that. Actually, then again, no. Oh no, it has changed. Awesome. Yeah, so okay, we can see that it's now changed. So instead of going through this way and then all the way around Africa, it's actually going through the Suez Canal, so we can see that working in action. You can also see that we're going through Germany to London, which is fantastic. Yes, that's really neatened up our trade routes. Right, if I gained access through Chile, I could probably get to Brazil easier. Yeah, I have no access over here, so let's see. So we have Peru. Chile. Bolivia. Right, that should do fine. Let's gain access with Mexico as well, just in case. There we go. So we're building up our trade relations, which is a good thing. Right, region points. So you can see these regions that are worth quite a bit. Well, obviously these are worth a hell of a lot. Our status. So it's interesting to see that we have the different statuses. So we have superpower, great power, regional power. Superpower. I don't think we have a superpower. If the United Kingdom, which is number 1, is not considered a superpower, then I guess we don't at this point have a superpower, we just only have great powers. The rest are regional powers. What about trade access with Panama? See, we already have access with the United States, and they own the Panama Canal. So that's fine, we can get through there anyway. I think they just choose this as a faster way, I'm not entirely sure why, but hey ho. Okay. Right, supply network. Oh, okay, that's not very good. The game just crashed. Awkward. Awkward. Let's just relaunch that. It's going to be irritating as I'm going to have to do things again. Okay. The game is being a little bit funny. Just give me a moment, guys. Hopefully everything's still working. Do bear in mind this is still not a finished product. So crashes are likely to happen. Okay. Let's relaunch that. A little bit irritating. So we're going to kind of have to do what we just did again, but oh well. Only every few minutes. It takes me a lot longer to explain what I'm doing and why than to do it. No, the screen went black because the game crashed. I'm just relaunching things at the moment now. Okay, the little game's coming back up now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just have to make our changes again. So we'll quickly run through that. So it'll take me about 2 minutes, really. There we go. Trade access. Do we really need France, Britain, Germany, Italy? I wonder if I can just go through Colombia. Probably would make a lot of sense. There we go. Yeah, so you can see the old path there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the... if I could change the autosave, I would change it every turn, but we'll just have to go ahead. You're welcome there, dude. Is it good coffee? I hope it's good coffee. Right. So yeah, we're going to go back to motorboat. Okay. So now we're going to have to go back through to producing things. Which is fine. Sort by culture. Shanghai. Go to shipyard. Let's go with motorworks actually, I'm going to really need those. Let's build some different things. Right, see. Let's go back here to build a barracks there. Power station. Let's go with mill. And then we'll go with motorworks. Is the music really that loud? That's rather interesting. Should be coming through fine. I don't quite understand why it would be coming through loud on the stream, because it should be coming through as I hear it. But then again, that's fine. I can adjust that, no problem. I forgot what power stations do, but I will. Okay. Now then, I'm going to invest obviously in our own nation for farms. So we're doing that over here too. We'll leave rail density for the future. Let's build as many farms as we can. We'll deal with the demands as we need to. Or if I can just produce the food, then that's going to make such a big difference in the end. There we go. These islands need to be secured. Let's go with coastal defense. Righto. Power station uses core. Right, okay. I forgot about the encyclopedia. Actually, how do you access it? I know you can access it, it's just a little bit janky. Is there an easy way to get to it? Like, rather than going through something and then clicking something and so on and so forth. Building up coastal defences on these islands just because we're going to need it in the future. It would be very handy in the future too. Especially if we're dealing with invasions. And just in general keeping everything secured. Right, there we go. Righto, so I'm just going to quickly save it here just with these changes done. And then at least we have that saved. I will be continuing with categories as one of the Pacific at some point in the future too, so that was something that people asking me about, and yeah, that will be going ahead. Okay. These Germans have crossed the Rhine. I'd actually love to play, I think possibly the Soviets. I think they would be really interesting. The reason being it'd be awesome to try and carry on into World War III, finish the Second World War, carry on to the Third World War, and then set up all these different republics. Because my god, the way the game represents like having the... So you basically can have a colony, a protectorate, a puppet, different things like that. So you could actually set up these Soviet Socialist republics. So basically they're still part of the greater Soviet Union, but they're independent to a degree, which is fantastic. Not many games. I don't think there's really many other games at all that do anything like that. Okay, the government of France decided not to confront Germany over her Rhineland actions. Risk of a possible conflict is too great. So it'd be interesting if you could play as the French and then like say, fuck it, we're gonna go for it. Right. Everybody's going to partial mobilization. Right, we're still making oil, which is good. So what are we at the moment? We're on low readiness. I could go for none. Which would make me a bit more money. Which frankly I'm going to go on for the... Then again, no, I don't want to be unready for war. If I go for medium readiness, we can still manage that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to low readiness, and then I can go over here, I can increase the education. Or actually, what I want to do then is we'll lower education down to about 4%. I'm going to raise propaganda. Alright, or do I want to raise propaganda? Could be quite handy, actually. No, I'd rather raise the social welfare programs. But you can see here, obviously that's going to cost us quite a bit, so if we increase the taxation to about 40%, we'll be able to sustain that for a while. So what we want to bear in mind here is the population, so 100,396,576 people. We'll see what happens there. So at the moment we're considered a regional power, not even a great power. Which is good to know. Which does make sense, I mean, we are a power but we're not able to project things globally, as such. Okay, we're exporting a lot of steel. Right, Republic of China wants to establish diplomatic relations, that's fine. No, you should tax your people to death. That's pretty interesting. Right, what do the different fundings increase? Okay. So education increases research success rate, though it does increase democratic radicalism. Social welfare increases the population growth rate. It can also increase socialist radicalism. Propaganda basically reduces radicalism in non-state culture, ethnicity. State nationality radicalism increases a little bit. Reduces war weariness. Religion reduces the radicalism from non-state, but also just makes your state a bit more loyal. You could probably have a communist Japan, actually. That's why I'd probably like the Soviets, because you could invade and set up all these different socialist republics. Right, colonial empire, okay. At the moment, we're obviously sending about 400 in aid, which I do hope is having an impact. It's helping out that economy due to the fact that they're actually producing money. Well, they're actually having a surplus, which is good news. They do have an automotive industry, which is very good to see. Okay. Actually, we should go over to here. So producing these different things. Right. See, I don't produce much coal, so there's not much use for a power station for me. Manufacturing plant would be very good. Right, tool. Fisheries, because obviously we're going to need that. Research centres. A chemical lab would be fantastic, actually. And again, no. Yeah, we'll keep it as that, actually. Cannery. Let's go with the dockyard. I'm going to obviously have to increase the amount of docks I have. Oh, research centre. Right, there we go. It's not exactly amazing, but it should work for us. Okay, I'm going to run out of coal soon enough. I do wish people were actually selling it. But hey ho. Okay. As we had a training camp built in Mukden. Oh, that's how you get to the encyclopedia. Well, there we go. Mukden. feel like I know what it is. Okay, I don't know what it is. Okay, so we have the different ones over here. So you can see that is costing us a bit in maintenance. You can see the amount of manpower over here. I mean, the amount of manpower in that tiny bit of China, pretty ridiculous. Do you get famine or something when you run out of food? Basically, production is impacted quite heavily. Oh no, there's coal and metal mines in Korea. Okay, Spanish instability. Okay, let's see. Yeah, coal production, metal production, oil production. We have a little bit in Japan, tiny amount. I'd love to get the oil production over here. Undeveloped coal. See if we can take China. Well, I don't know if that was actually oil or whatever. I don't think there is actually anything there. If we can get China, then my god, we can actually start accessing all those resources that are untapped in China. And having access to that is going to really help us out. I'd love to try and avoid entering into World War II. I'd love to try and just take China and then see what we can do in the future. Okay, enter port. Okay. Okay. Overfleet over here. Playing as a traditional fascist China against... could be interesting. I think it'd be I don't know. It'd be difficult. Is there any ports? Alright, let's head over here. Right, so we're out of coal and metal, so that's going to impact on production. Quite significantly. Yeah, the Warren Pacific is still a playthrough. I'm just going to get around to it at some point in the future. I've just not had a lot of time for a lot of things, really. So I like these games, mostly because they're easier. It means I can get through them quite quickly. Okay. Prospecting. Just need to keep out expanding this. And there we go. Shouldn't be too long until we eventually go to war with China. We might have a few options to actually start it early, potentially. Or there might be some options. There's definitely quite a few options as German, which is rather fun. Okay. Okay, let's stop sending the steel abroad. Okay. Hmm. Alright, there we go. That balances that out for a little bit. I think it was telling me about production of perhaps anyway. So you can see here, national MPU growth. So basically manpower growth is going up. You need to sort out your finances going into debt. Yeah, that's only true. Okay, let's sort out these spendings then. You reckon we can tax our people? I suppose we could do. Just have to avoid overtaxing them. I'll cancel. There we go. So to cancel that. Right, reduce the spending a little bit. Or I could always increase taxes to 65. No, it should do. There are negative modifiers in taxation. I'd imagine it increases radicalization of people. It seems as though it reduces the economic growth to a degree too, perhaps. But I can verify that one. Okay, Germany supports Italian colonial aims. There we go. Right, establish a Mongol buffer state. Create a Mongolian-led government to increase Japanese influence in northern China and Mongolia. We'll do that then. The Empire of Japan installed a pro-Japanese Mongolian-led administration of the former territories of Inner Mongolia. Can you use your Manchukuo forces? I could do. Let's see. I'd imagine I could probably take control of them somehow. Or they'll just fight for me anyway. If I chose to, I could change this. I could also change it to a fascist state, actually. We'll leave it as is for the moment, because I don't want to upset them. I don't want to upset their inner workings. Okay, there we go. I call them metal of Germany. But again, the thing is, Germany's producing so much steel. Right, price has been built into ceiling. Okay. We'll build up a... Right, let's go to the encyclopedia. Production. Metal ones. Interesting. So I think a metalworks perhaps. Oops. Yeah, the iron works. Change their state nationality. Interesting. Is that a possibility? Let's check on trade with Germany though. Okay, there's a bit of coal on offer here. Not a huge amount, but still. Pending, okay. Right, oil. I can buy some oil from the United States. Right, there's some fuel. I might actually need to buy some steel. Okay. Okay, at least we're producing some actual coal now. I just need to figure out the metal issue. Now the thing is, we are expanding on metal output, which is going to be decent. It's going to take a little while. Say 3 turns to complete those. That's not bad at all, actually. So in about 3 turns, we should see some expansion now, which is going to be fantastic. Right, keep prospecting, see if we can find more, then I can expand it further. There's no actual infrastructure of that at all. How terrible is that? Okay. So we need steel for these. Right, we'll cancel these projects. See, this is it. I can't go on with these projects here at the moment due to the lack of steel. But I can do enclosed farming. See, these projects I can manage. So I probably want to just go with these for the time being. At least then I'll be able to actually do something. Obviously the mechanized farms are the ones that are using a lot of this. A lot of steel. Yeah. So in about around about 20 turns we'll be able to increase the amount of food being produced quite significantly. Which is going to be a good thing. It's going to be a very, very good thing. Farms are only useful for places with high MPU. Is that so? Well, I'll keep those being produced there just for the time being. Once they're finished, then we don't have to continue it with anything further. Right, steel. So this has required a lot of steel. I could idle the production so we'd not be using as much. Right, there we go. So that's on idle for the time being. So at least we're going to be able to produce steel now, which should mean the other projects will go ahead. Okay. Is that carriers? Look remarkably like American carriers. I'd imagine in future they'll release something where you can change the look. Okay, a few troops over here. There we go, there is expansion across the entire Empire Bone. So let's see here. We're looking at what, is it 2 more turns now for the expansion? Yeah, 1 more turn here for some metal and coal. So we'll see how that goes. Also, we need to check on the population. It seems to have risen. That's good. Very good. Right, we'll accept that. I'm going to reduce propaganda. I'll knock down the social welfare to about 8%. I could really do with building up a huge revenue source. Right. Five turns complete for these. Obviously, there's only so much in that province, so you have to prospectify more and more and more and more. Once we can invade China, then things should ideally work out. I mean, we are getting close to that, so I should really look at my budget. I think we'll reduce this to 30% spending. And then we need to start building up a large surplus. Right, there's a little bit of corruption now. We'll go to no readiness just for the time being, just so I can start just building up that surplus again. I just really, really need it. Once I build up a decent amount of cash, that's going to last us a good couple turns, or at least throughout the Chinese War, then we should be okay. Right. Fucking Finland, fuck you. And again, I'll give them that just because it could help with the German-Soviet War. Right, research is finished. Okay, Republic of China annexed Chinese Soviet state. Oh, Soviet Republic. Right, let's see. Canal Canada now. Righto. At least we get to keep our research over here, that's pretty good. Precipitation hardening, Fordism flight testing, meat packing. We'll go with Fordism. Oh, then again, do I go over here? These are things that we've got to start getting to. I might want to actually just forge ahead with defense industries and then start getting to things like going to really help out. Let's see. We'll have a few new things online soon enough. I mean, the fishery is going to helpfully produce more. Research centres are going to be fantastic. Okay, let's take a look. Prospecting. So producing a little bit more oil now, which is good. I mean, we're producing coal, which is absolutely fantastic. Righto. Let's take a look at what they have here. Manage groups. I'll separate the cavalry, well, the mounted infantry. A little bit of armoured over here too. Very good to know. Interestingly, we have Republican troops over here, or at least Chinese Republican troops over there. Can't seem to move them for some reason. Okay, I could do with more troops in this area. Okay, that would be why. No, no agreement there. There we go. Actually need a port. Apparently we have a mill out at sea. Why not? Best place to have it. Might as well keep there then. That's a bit of security. It basically means that they are Korean troops, like Korean culture troops. Basically Korean ethnicity, that sort of thing. Right. Unload. I think what I'd like to do is have the... I could actually have the armor sent to Shanghai, probably. Let's take a look at the train. Right. Yeah, the armor would do a lot better over here. We'll have it sent over that way. Okay. There we go. Yep, that's correct. There we go, the Spanish Civil War has begun. Will be interesting to see who wins there. Right, hospital. See, I want to see what they do. I wonder actually, do I produce these or are they producing them? Because I don't think I ordered that. But again, I can't order that, so they are producing that. It's good to see that they're actually doing that though, so that's very good news. Yeah, there we go. Let's take a look at Spain. So we can see here we have the nationalist state, we have the Republicans over there, so it's going to be an interesting one to watch, really. Okay. Coal is going okay. We're actually starting to produce more coal, which is fantastic. Right, prospecting. 5 turns. Let's see, can I buy any metal? Oh, somebody sent a little bit. I'll take that. Coal. No. We produce a steel, which is good. So if we could go back to our... Yeah, I need somebody who's not... Well, idler. Right. There we go. Oh, it does use a lot of steel, apparently. I guess we'll have to, well... That'll do. I guess you get what you're given. Okay, French closes its border with Spain. Relations have been established with national state by Germany. Okay, motorworks, mill, power station. Righto. Let's take a look at these new ones. But we might as well have it on there. It's not going to make a difference now at this point. Let's take a look at a hospital then. What does a hospital do? Right, power plants. Let's see. Generates gold. If only. Orbital science lab. Amazing. Generates food for gold. Okay. A ride. Okay, so that increases the... Right, that's good to go. That's good to... Very good to know. As we can see here, we need to increase the amount of infrastructure. Okay, okay. Right, I need to buy some steel. That's not good. Okay. Producing a lot of fuel though, but I'm going to save up all that fuel. So I feel like I'm going to need it in the future. Now that's a very, very big thing. Very interesting. Bit of a stab in the back there from the Soviets. I suppose we might as well establish our relations too. There we go. Let's take a look at them. So, nationalist Spain. We'll aid them. At least then we might be able to keep them in the fight. I can't actually remember when it happened. If somebody could remind me when the Marco Polo incident begins, then at least I can mobilize that moment. But the good thing is we are making cash. This is okay. You can see here we're producing a little bit more food now. Yep, dockyards have been built. Lovely. If I can upgrade those, I'll be very happy. Invade the factory. More fisheries. Ah, shipyard actually. There we go. Okay, July 37. So we've got some time, yeah. There we go. No, Canada. Okay, so the troops we have in here are just basically restricted as we can't put any more in there. There's a good amount of forces over here though. Really what we're going to have to do is just go for the big cities. Take those first. Yeah. I mean, that being the capital over there, we can take that immediately. That's a big city to take too. Let's take a look at the military up here. Ah. Well, there we go. Bunch of Marines over here. That's good to see. Right, let's sell a bit of fuel. Demand isn't too high. And there we go. Right, just need more steel. Probably coal too. Yeah, just steel at the moment. Is anybody selling that sweet, sweet steel? Not right now. Hey there, Battle Group. How you doing, my dude? Aye, so presently we just need more steel. The university's been built. There we go. Interesting, it's called Port Mugden. Okay. Yeah, that's rather odd to watch. So they need to link up with Glacier in the north there. Yeah, pretty much classic Japan. We're not doing too badly, we just need to be able to find more raw materials. Leftists and communists from Western nations have been recruited to fight the fascists in Spain. Right, at least I can sell some fuel. A nationalist anti-communist faction has seized power in Greece. As with much of Europe, Greek nationalists and communist political forces are at odds. The new regime has a pro-German leader and pro-British king. The nationalists have seized Morocco. No go. They want relations, we'll accept. Increases our relations quite a little bit. It's good to see. Okay, some of these open field farms will be done soon, so that should increase food production quite nicely. Even if it's a slight impact, it should make a difference over the course of the game. Whether it is actually worth the investment, who knows? Right, it seems like the nationalists are starting to win out, which is good. Yeah, the German government has provided arms to the Spanish nationalists. The Italians have too. Yeah, I mean, the fact that the Spanish Republic has been left in the cold by the Soviets is going to really, really hurt them. Newfoundland wants relations. Indeed. The thing is, I'm going to try and avoid war with the United States. We'll have to see what we can do. We can try, if we can be on the good side, we could trade. Just trying to find that way through. Alright, so as long as we keep building up our military capabilities, we'll be okay. Now, the chemical lab in Osaka, let's see what we can do with that. Unless chemical labs, let's see. Actually, yeah, that's true. We'll eventually be given sanctions. Alright, the port of Port Arthur. I'm going to start producing bombers, actually. Or not. Definitely not at the moment. Too expensive. Automobiles. I would start producing road capacity, but that's expensive. Yeah, we just need to really increase the amount of steel that we have at our disposal. So what we might do then is actually not a big difference there. Let's see, steel. Idle that. We'll idle these actually because that is using a lot of coal and metal. There we go. It's rather interesting, like road capacity is basically being able to trade. I'm not entirely sure what it will do with the other things. The Bulgarians are too good for our fuel. I just need to balance these. Ah, right, okay. The Spanish Republic is actually selling, so you know what? Can we actually... Apparently I don't have a path. Right. Trade access treaty. Right, okay. So it's because their capital is surrounded. That's a shame. can buy a little bit of Portugal. Well, Portuguese India. They don't have the capability to ship it. Shame. Most important allows your units to use roads. I can imagine that's really why. That's good to know, actually. Right, the Mongol military government declared an unprovoked war on Shanxi. Ah. Right. Well, there we go. We've got some farms being built here. Training camp, ironworks. Marine supplies. It produces fuel. Sorry, it produces money. Are you independent? It would help if I could see this. Okay, they're not aligned. Fantastic. What can we gain over here then? So there's a little bit of coal. Have some more coal. They're producing something here too. Open farms. Metals. God, I need metals. Okay, this can work out very well for us. In reality, I don't have to do much here. There we go. Help them out. Should be able to win that war quite easily. Right, training camps have been built over here. Ironworks have been built over here too. I need to increase the amount of steel being produced. Let's go with that military academy. Wrought iron. Increase the amount of steel. And again, I can't produce that because I don't actually have access to those resources. Yeah, I don't have coal, metal, or food. I'm not entirely sure how they're not allied. I suppose it's just a warlord state. Oh, there we go. I was taken fairly easily. Mostly because there was no resistance there, other than in the north. There we go. Coastal defense has been completed on these islands. Okay, so see, this is... Call allies. So, the war has begun early. Right. Pre-war border. Frankly... Do we deny them or do we just go for it? I think we might. I think we'll just go for it. Reject. Fuck off, Canada. Okay. General mobilization. We go to war. Okay. So we currently have a battle here. The Battle of the Taiwan Strait. Should be able to win that one quite handily. Yeah, time there. Well, I mean, this is a defensive war after all. Let's see here. We'll check on who we're at war with actually, just so we can see. Combat values. Where's diplomacy? There we go. War map. Okay, so we can see here that these are our enemies, and they will be defeated. The issue is we're fighting over here now, so we do need to take control of this. Right. Indeed, China's military. Okay, now there's a lot of troops. I need to rush over here quickly. Okay. Let's make sure we take this. Right, Jesus, they have an air force. Patrol and defend. Fine in the sky. Okay, so we need to take control of the seas as well. Let's check on China. So, World forces. Okay. So obviously we can defeat the Chinese here. They do have a lot of manpower though. See, we were at 0, so we're at a disadvantage here. How much arms do they produce? If they don't produce arms, they're going to be a distinct disadvantage. Arms. So they're not producing arms at the moment. Okay, let's gear up for full-scale war. Alright. See, we're lacking the basic raw materials, so there's not much I can really do at the moment in terms of that. Let's see. 18 to 24. Yeah, I could definitely take that. Move out, soldiers. Bombard. Okay, get the fleets out. There we go. Right, there we go. Things are moving ahead now. Honestly, I do really like it so far. I like the intricacies. The fact of the amount of control that you actually have is really refreshing. So just like, take a look at this tab here. So we started with about 100 million people. We've been able to increase that to 102 million people. You can see here our total manpower units, you can see the amount of factories, industrial capacity, general mobilization, just different things like this. Also the fact that you have the radicalism, so you can have more fascism, stuff like that. There's a lot going on. You can see our rankings here. Government policy, well, government programs here, what we're doing. The economy is quite nice. It's nice to be able to have control over the industry. You can see here nationalities. We can create different governments, for example. So over here I could create a new government. I could have that be a colony, protectorate, puppet state, independent. I could choose what government system they have. I could choose their religion. I could choose their nationality. I could choose their capital city. I could change the name. It's nice to have these different controls. It's very nice. So we have defenses completed over here. So the whole, the island's close to home and actually defended, which is fantastic. Right, so we'll take control of the seas and then we'll start moving troops from across to the oceans. Alright. Yeah, they're fighting. Let's have our troops move into here. So I could order a charge apparently. I'd rather not. Bombard. Right, let's go ahead. Okay. The National Revolutionary Army has taken command of the territory controlled by the former Changshi Peak. There we go, we've changed our readiness. Okay, Germany offers an anti-combatant pact. We shall sign the pact. The German pact can create tension to the east, and Japan needs their allies. There we go, the anti-combatant pact. How from Yugoslavia. Okay, so we're still able to hold up the state budget. Right, so we can see here combat. Right, we are winning here. We are bombarding, so it's good. They are sending extra troops though, so we need to get more troops in here. Oh, China is united to Super China. Yeah, we definitely won that battle. Move. Let's get some Marines out. Okay, we need to pull back here. Retreat. Alright. Move down here. Using a lot of troop ships there. Right, okay, we have some more planes. Let's get those into action. Okay. Let's go, okay, I guess I don't have the range, so let's get the bomber. Oh, these are just fighters, okay. Bomb enemy units over here then. There we go. Fighters. Let's help out over here then. Bombard. Yeah, using a lot of arms there. So I should probably stop that. Okay. We weren't quite ready for war to be declared so suddenly. Jesus, they're getting a lot of cash that way. Good. More research centers. That should increase our research rate. Okay, let's get reinforcements over here. This is where we need to reinforce. Okay, at least we're winning out over here. Bomb enemy units over here. Actually, we can win that, no problem. Can win that. Can definitely win over here. Let's move out some of these infantry. They can help out. More tanks. Definitely take that. Cavalry. Actually, let's get some extra troops here. Lovely, lovely jumbling. Let's move in those cavalry. Yeah, we may run out soon. Arms soon. Yeah, it's a good thing we stockpiled on fuel. Okay. These are low coal. That's true. I don't think this is making a difference. There we go. Right, so I'm fighting over here. But we'll win there quite shortly. How about here in the north then? Yeah, they do need help. There we go. We are moving forces from the north though, so we should be okay. Forces will be landing over here too. So we should be able to blitz through China. They haven't really been able to prepare quite so much. Neither have we, to be fair. Or obviously we'd start with a better military. Right, the Madrid government has been restored. EU, what? Well, that backfired. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. They got me with that one. Definitely got me with that one. Okay, need more troops in there. Need more troops down there too. My planes, Nah, that kind of sucked. Didn't quite expect him to do that, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would have been blockaded, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, at least I can unload troops here. This is making history the Second World War. Airship planes up here, but they'll come in handy. New base. Okay, one out over this way. Arms are quickly running out. Bombard down here. Right, we just won the battle over here so I can start moving more troops. Once we take the capital, it should be a lot harder for them. And yeah, they're already offering peace, so no. Okay, we'll win here in time. They do have a lot of units in this fight. A lot of militia. Casualty rate. Morale. Yeah, we're gonna lose that battle. Fucking hell, 29 units, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, we'll win that battle. Right, there we go. Probably could have done with more troops, actually. Why are you not using your troops? Can I actually take control of their troops directly? Oh, wait, no. No, I can't. Fair enough. Right, at least those coastal guns are helping. Could we have more troops down here? That invasion did not go ahead quite how I was hoping. Jesus. Alright, we're out of arms now. Good, this battle's over. Start increasing the strength on the flanks. Right, we've retaken Formosa. I need to keep that garrison button. There we go. Considering annexing Manchuria. Right, the Rome-Berlin axis. God, the capital's just not falling. Okay, really wish I had more troops. Okay, those things are useless. Right, I think I'm going to annex Manchuria. At least now we're gaining some... Well, we gained some metal. We gained some steel. I gained full control of these units now. Which is extremely handy. That's a big army. Big army here too. Good planes. It will affect my government support, but at the end of the day, if we can win the war quickly, we can win the war quickly. That's not good. And again, it doesn't really matter too much. I just wish I had more troops on the front, rather than I just have one. Chinese Korea was what? Fucking. How the fuck are they getting by? Motherfucker. They're fucking incredible like that. Jesus Christ. I'd just love to know how they're getting by. I suppose I'm not used to games like this where you don't have your naval units automatically doing it. I'm probably doing something wrong, to be fair. That's really not good. No retreat. Just need to overwhelm them in the north. There we go. They need to stay there. This is where the vast majority of our troops are. Okay. I'm not having a good time against China as it is at the moment. It's fucking... I don't know why they keep invading different islands. It's like, what the fuck? Right, once we finish them off in the north, then we should be able to sweep down to the south with a lot more troops, which will make things a lot easier. Right, at least we won out of here. Right, the Chinese are considering that they're losing, so that's good to know. Right. Good. Now we can really force the issue in the north. Excellent news. Repel the invaders. Yeah, we're stalling a bit with China just due to their numbers. But the north should shift, start to push more troops down south. Once we deal with the Korean invasion, we'll be okay, can bring more troops away there. Right. Yeah, they took that island. A few extra troops over here. Right, load. These guys are being bastards. In the Manchurian army. Might want these guys too. No, I'm not. Fantastic. Okay, might as well charge. There we go. I'm not entirely sure how the Chinese keep escaping my blockade. It does not legitimately make sense. They're doing it really quickly as well. I just covered every zone that they have. They're probably going around that way somehow. Right, that should cover them all now. Okay. Probably miss a province. That could have to do with not having any fuel as well. That fucking cavalry though is really irritating. They'll be trapped here though once. I could win this battle. Brutal, brutal battle. Oh right, there we go, we can get the armor in there. That armor's gonna make a huge difference. Yeah, I need to get troops in here ASAP. Load. Okay, we'll win here at some point. Big army here. Right, we're slowly but surely starting to win out. It's taking time, but we're getting there. It'd help if I had arms, but I do not. Fucking cavalry, man. Need to get those planes out of there. Right, there we go, won the battle. Right, now if I keep steamrolling in the north, we'll find it much easier to deal with things then. Then I can start pushing down into these regions. Right, now with the armor in there, we should be able to get through this. Yeah, you can see our offensive power has really increased. Not having the arms is really hurting us. Okay, let's get some more troops in there. There we go, battle's over here. We'll have to land on that island. Can't really use these planes. Okay. I'll have to check on the trade and see if we're actually strangling China. It seems I'm not actually interdicting them. I'm not entirely sure how I do so. In the war tab, in diplomacy tab, okay. Wars. Was that number of units lost? I mean, I suppose I've lost quite a few, to be fair. I'd say that was mostly due to these ill-advised adventures. Right, let's move here. Right, finally we caught them. Yeah, I'll probably just be like food and arms. That definitely makes sense. Okay. But we're actually not doing too bad on food. Soon we might actually have a surplus. Which would be huge. We're still fighting down here, Jesus. Win here soon enough, and then we can keep pushing. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Go with that then, I guess. Scared to take troops off of Taiwan. Foremost, I should say, mostly because I'm worried that they'll, like, take it again. Okay, let's land here. Defeat them there, then at least we'll have a lot more troops available.
Empire of Japan annexed Chinese Korea. We did military academy. Right, they keep offering peace, so it is only a matter of time, it seems. Right, we're one out over here. I'll send more troops this way. The rest of the troops can keep marching down south. Take the mounted cavalry. Mounted infantry, sorry, that made no fucking sense, mounted cavalry, what the fuck am I on about? Alright, once that fight's done. Alright, there we go, that fight's over. Slowly but surely we are starting to win. Indeed, we could take some invasions. Move down here. And down here. Go for Tonkin. Right, they're moving more troops, but they're running out now. I mean, Nanking's really put up a bloody resistance. We just won the battle over there. We have these troops over here, so I can reinforce the battle here. The Italian Empire's declared war on Greece. That's interesting. Alright, send these troops there. Oh shit, need more troops here. Right, good thing these troops are already online. If we lose them, we lose them. I could do a lot of damage down here. Stay there. Okay. I mean, we're producing metal now, which is fantastic. Right, the Union of South Africa declared war on the Kingdom of Italy to defend an ally. Okay. Well, the Italians done fucked up. Yeah, the Italians are truly fucked now. Where the hell are they going? Oh, alright, okay. Reinforcements came, that's good. That'll end shortly. God, they're trying to just get off. Right, okay. Let's land down here. Well, okay, land there then. There we go, we've got troops ashore. Start to take the south. It's going to really hurt them even further. And the important thing is, yeah, they fought with Britain's sphere of influence. The thing here is, oh, well, that was quick. We're hurting their economy, well, they can't really do much to mine. Let's merge all. Okay, won the battle. Won the battle over here too. Yeah, this is it. China's starting to collapse now. And there's nothing the US can do about it. Not entirely sure.
not enough capacity, so those troops are kind of stuck there for the moment. Okay, let's take a look at this. I mean, I actually do have a good economy going. So I could lower taxation. Increase social welfare. I need to purge corruption soon enough. Our population is really booming here, due to obviously conquering the different areas. Right, so soon that battle will end, and then we're just starting to sweep them now from the north. We've got troops in the south too, so that's going to divert them even further. We could have a, well, we're going to have a very different timeline, aren't we? Very, very different timeline. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm going to go with National Laboratories. Reinforcements from their way. Fighting over here now, so there's nothing they can do to stop this. What the hell are these? Ah, Hunan Province. Alright, fight in here. Okay, I'll reinforce that area. Well, what I'll do then is I'll split this up, send one more, and then at least can take another province. I think that's what we need to do. Yeah, I know China is the aggressor technically. Well, technically I suppose it was the Mongolian government. Oh well. Taking the coast. Coast to roast. Yoast. Right, reinforcements. This has been a bloody fucking battle though. I mean, they surely have been probably pulling the most punches. You can see it's been a hugely bloody battle. It's a very simple combat system, but it's actually really, really entertaining. Alright, a little bit of fighting there. Going to keep taking that province. So I could reinforce somewhere. Yeah, we could fully annex them. Jesus. Such a meat grinder in that battle. At least once this one's over, we can fully reinforce this. There we go. Japanese Formosa, apparently. Yeah. I am gonna guess that's just basically from... I don't know. I don't know. So let's take a look here then. So China still has 158 million people. Huge amount. They've lost a lot of their manpower though. Industry, hardly anything. About a quarter of ours. War weariness. We need to take these cities. Especially this one, this is where a lot of their industry is. Okay, British Abyssinia was founded. Got to take a look at that. Oh, the Italians. Then again, they're fighting over here, though, aren't they? Interesting. Very, very interesting. A shipyard built in Shanghai. Yep, there we go. The battle's finally over. Send the militia this way. Send the extra forces this way. Just taking everything over here. Just gonna head for this city. And then that's gonna take a lot of their production. We're gonna get him, probably gonna lose that battle. Oh well. Take what I can. Offload here. Battle will come to an end at some point. There we go. They're separated now. I don't know if that's an effect. God damn it, Italy. Stop it, man. Actually, head there. You can head there. Yeah, see, now they're screwed. Good, we landed here. It's all coming up Millhouse. Yeah, it's just trying to make Rome as fast as possible, whether that be by dying. You can see why you'd need to have a massive amount of units to be able to keep up a long wall. But I mean, we are doing this. Once we cut off coastal access, I mean, we've definitely divided up China now. And it was actually a hard fight. What we're going to do, though, once we win the war, is just basically build up as much as possible. Hunan troops. Right, we should win there because the casualty rate is high for the Chinese. Let's make sure we'll win here. That battle will be over in time. I should start to produce some steel. Let's see, can I buy any metal or anything? Actually, that should be enough. Ah. Thank you. If only I had arms. Actually, can I buy arms? Guess not. Ah, here we go. I can actually use my planes. Awesome. Yeah, we'll win here soon enough. So can I use the... Right, I can bombard for a little while. So whatever I can get out of it will make a big difference. Might as well choose everything while I have it. And that should increase the casualty rate. Yeah, you can see there, 95%. There we go. My god. Nanking has finally fallen. This has freed up the vast majority of the Imperial Japanese army. And all it took was a massive push. Yeah, they'd offer me orders to just be whatever's left. Let's finish these buggers off. What's that? Mining attack. A lot of troops were lost here, though. There we go, help out over here. Pretty much over now for China. Yeah. To be fair, though, we weren't fighting all of China. I mean, it was like these guys over here as well. That would have made things even more complicated. But at least we've got through this. And we should be able to really build up China here. I think we should be able to just... Right, there we go. Southwest China has founded and declared independence from the Republic of China. Ah, they're now fighting. See, that's what I fucking love, that you can have these civil wars. I mean, this represents quite well what happened in the First World War with Russia and basically the revolution. So that they start fighting a civil war, but then they declare that they'd like peace. So that's very, very interesting. Aye, so they've become Southwest China. That's hugely important. So I could have had a peace with them if I chose. Amazing. Yeah, the swarm is coming. There we go. Once we're finished here, we can stabilize the Empire's economy, and we'll have access to a hell of a lot here. Japan OP when provoked. I've just been able to use superior technology. There we go, even producing arms now. Far too many troops now. Bomb enemy units over here. There we go, victory. It actually might have been beneficial. Indeed. And the thing is, we'll have China conquered without having to suffer the embargo by the Americans. So we'll have to see what happens here. I'm gonna overwhelm them. And they did put up a good fight over here. The hills do help. There we go, it's only a matter of time now. There we go, that fight is over. marshalling the resources here. Yeah, well, that's it. I don't think the Chinese were expecting war either. I mean, honestly, we could not have predicted that because that was the Mongolian government who decided to go for it. And I imagine the Chinese could have said no as well. Right, our population now is 145 million. I would have expected more, unless this is counted as a dependency. Let's see. Yes, it's counted as a colony. Japanese Formosa. I was wondering about that. I mean, this is an incredible thing about that. I would not have realised. So if we go to Empire, you can see here their income is actually fucking huge. Alright, trade all over. Okay. I would like to... yeah, direct route from Tokyo, god damn it, guys. I would like to actually annex them, so... we'll leave that for a while. It might actually work out well for us. There you go, the amount of troops on the border now. I look at that, we're actually producing food now. Food, oil, metals, it's only coal that we lack. Right. Bomb rush them. Only a matter of time. There we go. Perhaps we need to be at peace to annex that back in. I'm not entirely sure. There are revolts in this game, yes. There we go, producing steel now. But just being able to produce food is such a big thing. Like you can see here, arms shortage penalty is not so bad. Yeah, morale penalty, isolation penalty, arm shortage penalty. So yes, you can actually surround them, and that is a good thing to do. There you go, take the capital. Only a matter of time now. As the remnants of Nationalist China. Yeah, being able to feed yourself is important. Top 100 facts. There we go. This is very, very good. Very good. Oh, I also need that province too. So soon they'll be all but conquered. Let's get some troops. Armor over here. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, they're all but finished. I imagine Italy is regretting its course of action. Significantly regretting it. There we go. Southwest China. Right, we've got riots.
we go. Keep a check on government spending. Yeah. Let's increase that. And religion too. The corruption we're gonna have to annihilate. There we go, the battle's over. Just the one island to take. And then China is defeated. And then I'm very much looking forward to actually building up the empire. Hello there, Owen. How you doing, my dude? Look at all those resources. Producing arms again. I like having a good pair of arms. Jesus. We'll be able to end this war in one more turn. Ah, yeah, Japanese Lebensraum. It's going very well, actually. Right, let's go and see how Japan... sorry, Italy's... Oh, Jesus, Italy. British Italy when? Set up as a colony. Oh, God. South African Liguria. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Aye, that's true. Lovely. I'll start issuing orders actually for more production to go ahead soon. Yeah, they're not producing anything because obviously they like the raw goods. But the thing is, once we finish this war, we're going to have everything we need. Well, a good amount more than what we had before. I can also go to low readiness too. There we go. Goodbye, China. Fishery's been built. I think we'll have to build up the infrastructure too. Fuck me. Oh, they received that gold. Well, nice to know. Oh. Huh. What? What? Nice. Okay. Yeah, I can see the borders there. Protectorate. Let's see if I well. I do like other flag changes. Right, let's see what happens here. Nah, there we go. Can annex the puppet. So we'll annex it just to see that. There we go, all that 90,000 gold, thank you. Thank you very much. Apparently the population's not that large. Strange. I find that hard to believe there's only 146 million people. Unless it's only Shinto. Fuck knows. Well, either way, we have a lot of manpower. Cut all that revenue. Oh, baby, baby. Okay. Yeah, we are rich now. We're gonna annex these guys too. I guess I can't. Are they... Oh, they're an independent state, apparently. Okay. So we need to decide how to draw these borders. It might be it needs a turn to just update, so we'll just have a turn go by. Okay. Let's have some coal and metal. So we need to go about exploiting this. Yeah, there we go. 591 million people. Jesus. The Japanese makes up 13% of the population, and it's not even the entirety of China's borders, really. Yeah, we still have the rest of China to take on Siberia. There we go. There's the empire so far. Ah, yeah, puppet probably would be the best idea. I mean, I could always annex it at any point. Okay. It is all the puppet part. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a look at the population here. So, yeah, you can see that in just that one province there, 34 million people. Such a huge amount. Oops. Formosa. Might as well. Actually, no, I'll keep Formosa. I'll keep Shanghai too. Can you imagine so? Could they turn on me, you'd reckon? Okay. Right. Was that like a region mode or something? I could change it to ethnicity, actually. Or perhaps I control the south? Okay. Well, what we'll do then is first we'll create a Manchurian puppet. That is incredibly fucking ugly.
Okay, that is an abomination to the Lord. We could control this coast. Okay, nationalities. Actually, we'll keep the coastal areas. It's going to be irritating. See, Mandarin might be the way to go. Okay, we'll figure it out. I can always transfer governance back anyway. Then I can take the provinces we need from the newfound Manchuria. There's a lot of provinces apparently. Jesus. Establish the empire. Okay. We'll see what this creates then. My heart bleeds. My heart bleeds. Why is it so difficult to figure out? Oh, my heart bleeds. It hurts me so. Oh my god, yes. Right, okay. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, that would be nice. Really fucking nice. Right. We'll go with a Southern Han nation state, and then I can take the provinces I want away from them. Then at least it reduces the amount of provinces there is. Okay. Right. Now it makes things a little bit easier. We'll go to low readiness 2. Fucking Mandarin. Then again, this might be Han, so let's see. Right, ethnicity.
Confusing as fuck. Is it culture then that shown as Mandarin? Right, okay, that makes more sense. Right, Mandarin. Northern Han. Okay, we'll try and figure this one out. There we go. Okay, everything starts with a H. Oh, there's one. There's another. So we got that one, that one, that one. Baga. There's that one. There's that one. This is gonna be, yeah, definitely need to bring this up to the devs. Like, fuck me, it's just difficult. There we go. Right, just establish that and then I'll see what I'm missing. Fucking bureaucracy. Right. Okay, we only miss a little bit. Ah. It's ugly as fuck. Okay, I thought I had that one. Right, it's easy for me to do this now, so at least we've got something to work from. Okay. Awesome. Right, T. Okay, that's a lot better. Jesus. Could have done, actually. Right, so at least that's sorted out now. I think it's just a very homogeneous group. Actually, I have an idea. I think this is the most... well, the best way we can do this. There we go, so we can have it run along the river. So that looks a lot nicer. Ah, true, but it would upset the borders. Now that does look quite nice. Transfer. I think we'll transfer by... we'll just have it by river, I think. Could kinda make sense. Especially for a total conquest. And especially try to prevent them from being too strong. Is it E? There we go. I can change that name. Right. And... okay. We do want it to be something decent. Could have this as like Yunnan.
Tibetan, apparently. There's one source. There we go. And now could have the rest be the new China, whatever you want to call it. Han China, perhaps? Oh, the Middle Kingdom. Good idea. Good idea. Okay. Take away the port. Oh, the coast. Okay. Okay, I'll let them have those promises. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult for them to trade, and honestly, they're going to be trading with us only. True, actually. I mean, we are a kingdom as well. We are a monarchy as well. At least them as guys should know. Doesn't have the same pizzazz. Right, so there we go. We'll change these to be monarchies too then. Which one is this? Is this a absolute monarchy? I suppose we want them to be we'll have them as constitutional monarchies, obviously under the reign of the of the Japanese Empire. Yeah, they need to have that sick flag.
Okay. So we have the Tibetan state. We have the Middle Kingdom, the South Kingdom. I suppose we could even have like a Northern Kingdom here, I suppose. There's no river there. We'll decide in the future, but I think that's really interesting, actually. We spent quite a while there on, obviously, creating this. Okay. Right. I would really... I made better theocracy. Oh dear. I imagine government support's probably all over the shop. Then again, it's not like anything's changed, like the turn hasn't ended. There's a good amount of government support over here, actually. There we go. So we have the Japanese Empire. Okay. So the thing is, we have to take the rest of China in time. Let's take Formosa. See, they're actually making bank, which is good to see. Thank you. I need Indochina. There we go. So we have some concessions there. We have some ports. I think that works quite nicely. Just need to take back Hong Kong from the colonials. Not the imperialists. But no, that looks pretty cool. And we are redonkulously rich, which is good to see. Except the nationality region, religion, the puppet would be... yeah, that's true. Okay. This is directly ruled by me. We do have a bit of revolt risk here, but I can reduce the spending considerably. Indeed. So, there we go. This is the Empire. Let's go ahead and see how things change. Yeah, Bulgaria's in on it as well. Now I wonder why. I imagine they just sense blood in the water. You may should consider doing something about that Korean military, that's very true.
the fuck is you? Oh, over here, okay. Let's take a look at our government support then. As you can see here, government support is about 15%, which is not huge, but oh well. 114 million. I just need to increase the government support. I am considering releasing Korea as basically a protectorate. No? You don't think so? Okay, fair enough. We'll not do that then. Right. So we just need more coal. Is our capital's over here? Canton. Indeed, so they have a population of 134 million people. Government support's not bad. But this is good. This is very, very good for us. I'd love to add more flags. Would be pretty cool. Like the Middle Kingdom. Ironically, not a kingdom. Well, I suppose it is a kingdom. Never mind. Over time, we'll be able to trade. Work things out. The economy is going to take some time to work out, obviously from the big war footing that we were on. I mean, the Tibetan state still has 53 million people. Government support's not bad. Okay. Though I am pretty much out of time for today. It has been a long stream. It's been a very interesting stream. So, it's just worked out rather well. We'll just have to work out how we can make the most of this. And the good thing is we're producing oil, producing food, producing metal. If I can work on the coal issue, then we'll be good. Now, obviously, we need to get all these ships back in ports. Select them. Oh. Okay. We'll have to move all our units and figure this out. It's really nice. I really do like this game's ability to just change things. And what we can do then is in the next session start conquering the rest of China, to see what's out there and what we can do. So we'll just pass one more turn to see how things are. So trade access, obviously we have access to over here. Trade. So we're not trading with these guys as of yet, so it'll take some time. But once we do, we'll be trading. Just have the turn go by. But this is it. I mean, we're in a good position now. So we can build up. I mean, let's take a little quick... Yeah, we'll go trade accepted. Italy. Poor Italy. Can't wait to see what happens there. Jesus, this is awful. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and see you all very, very soon. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Goodbye for now.